All right, so this is after 2 hours of curing, if you want, drying. I want to make a small correction in my other video. I said that this was made for use with PVC plastics. Yes, it's true, but obviously a bumper part is not PVC. I think it's ABS plastics, but whatever. It's good with that too. So I must say I'm very surprised. I'm very happy with the result. Take a look at this. So this was previously putty. Now it's like basically like plaster. So I can scrape some. So I'm gonna try. This is a pretty big clump right here. It's pretty thick. So I'm gonna try to sand that down because I'm just afraid that once I put it on the bumper, I don't want the clump to make the bumper kind of stick out or protrude. So I'm going to try to sand that down because there's maybe almost a 1/4 inch of putty. So I think it's a little bit much. I'm going to try to sand it down a little bit here also. But you know what? This is like basically turned to cement. So as long as it doesn't separate, I think this is really great. So I think it's going to hold up way better than that previous glue. I just hope it has this seems to have pretty, I don't want to yank it on too much. It's only been curing for about 2 hours. I think I would let it sit just a little bit more. I think it could be a little bit drier. But yeah, very happy with the results. I'm sure that it's going to fit nicely on my car, so I can't recommend enough this. It's pretty easy to work with. It feels like a grade school art project, basically, playing with putty. But sure beats using a liquid epoxy that you have to mix up. I've tried that before. I find it annoying to have to mix the activator and then use a popsicle stick, and then it can run all over the place, and it's just kind of a messy experience. It's nice and clean. I wanted to make one recommendation, as I said in my other video. It's hard not to get smudges of epoxy on, like the front of your bumper. I was able to you see I've got my rubbing alcohol there, which I used to thoroughly clean. I gave the part a good cleaning, but with regular car wash soap or whatever. But I did clean the areas with which I would recommend with rubbing alcohol beforehand, just to prep them, to make sure they have no residue on the areas, to make sure that you get the maximum bonding with the putty. So seeing how this performs, you might be able to, if you take maybe a screwdriver or a drill, you might be able to drill some little holes around, maybe not holes that go all the way through, maybe just like dimples if you want, around the cracks. That might help to make a rivet effect. Or you might want to just go ahead and really scuff up, make ridges, with a knife or something like that, so that the putty can really seize the plastic. Because if the plastic is smooth, I just don't know how well that's going to adhere. Especially the inside here seems to be painted some. I don't know if there's clear coat on it, but there's paint, so I don't know how it's going to stick to that. I didn't have to worry about it because the person that did the previous repair really did scuff up the inside so that the glue gun would hold. So I just basically took some kind of scraper tool like this, and I just basically scraped out all the glue, so exposing those ridges. So I think it's got like some good place to hold. So I think it's going to be really great. But like I said, if I had to do it again, I'd probably use some masking tape maybe. See, if there's a little leftover putty, usually with your nail or something, you can just kind of scrape it off, So it's actually really nice to work with. But yeah, so right around here where you don't want to get parts too dirty, maybe you can use a little bit of masking tape or something like that, so you can just hold on to it. If you get some putty on the masking tape, whatever, you just take the tape off. So that might be, next time I might do something like that if I ever have to use this stuff again, which I hope I won't. Because yeah, body work on a car is super expensive and it sucks. So that's why I'm using this. I know that my under fender is going to scrape on a bunch of stuff still, so this is kind of just to get by. I'm going to have to live with it. Alright guys, thanks a lot. So this is the product. I got it at Napa, but I actually spent about more than $10 for this, so this is a good old screw over Canadian pricing. But I think you can get it in Home Depot in the States for like $4. So it's a great product. I'll have to see how it holds up, but I'd say it was easy to use, and strongly recommend it. All right, bye guys.